Hey there guys, Zach here from InBeta, and welcome back to another video. Now today we're taking a look at Windows 10 build 10149. This is a mobile specific build and was released to fast ring insiders earlier today. It includes a number of features and enhancements over the last public preview build which we're going to walk through now. So diving straight in, the first noteworthy changes is with Spartan, or more specifically Microsoft Edge. Yes, the branding for Spartan is now correct. It's displaying Microsoft Edge as you can see here in the apps list, and on the start screen you see the nice E here in the top left. Launching it and using it is pretty much the same. The address bar is now at the bottom, much like IE 11, as is the tabs button, so for easy access to the amount of tabs you have open. In the ellipsis button here, you just the normal settings, and you can also get access to your hub, which has access to favorites, reading list, history and downloads. Other than that, this is pretty much the same. The address bar being down the bottom is a nice addition, as it was one of the most requested features from insiders, being that in the previous build the address bar was at the top to match Spartan on the desktop, but on a phone it doesn't make sense being up there, so they've moved it back down to the bottom, which is fairly nice. Definitely a good change, I think. So now you can easily access the address bar with your thumb. You may have noticed it when opening the Edge app. Animations are a lot smoother in this build, and the bug which caused apps to hang when opening is gone. So if we open up any app, let's open up the Twitter app, you can see here the tiles sort of zoom in and everything fades nicely, and there is no lag when opening the app just opens straight away. That works for every single app. So if we open up File Explorer does the same, and if we open up the store works the same as well, so pretty great there. The build does seem a lot faster as well, so if we just like swipe up and down and move across, the build seems a lot faster. Let's do some texting. So if we go into here and add a new text, let's go, so the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Well, close. Jumps out the last dog. I'm going to accept that. So there you go. Everything looks a lot nicer. This build is definitely a lot smoother. I wouldn't say it's amazing. I mean, it's worlds better than build 10,136 and indeed 10,080. But you know, this isn't RTM, so there's obviously bugs are to be expected. Let's see what else is new. In the Action Center here, you may notice everything's flashing for reasons unknown. I do not know why that is, but there is a flashlight and note option. So if you hit on the note one, I don't actually have OneNote installed, but this will open up OneNote for quick note taking, and obviously the flashlight one here allows you to turn the flashlight on and off, but it's not working and everything's flashing and I don't know why. I'm quite scared. What is going on here? Everything is not working, I think, so let's just pretend that's not happening. Let's put that away for now. I think it's flashing for a reason. I imagine it is. Let's see. Improvements. There are improvements to Cortana as well, so if we launch Cortana, everything's now in her notebook. So you can see here all of the events, finance, food and drink, music, news, sports, transportation, travel and weather. That's all in her notebook, and of course you can still change settings within the notebook too. This is a change from it being in the hamburger menu. That was all in the hamburger menu before. You could scroll the hamburger menu, but that's now gone and it's now all neatly located in the notebook. Other than that, it is the same really. She looks the same. This is kind of the final UI for Cortana in Windows 10. Not too sure about the top bit being dark and the bottom bit being white. I think they should update that. But yes, that's kind of Cortana's UI. They're quite pleased with Cortana's UI in this build. They say it's in the final stage, so not a lot more to be done there with Cortana. The Photos app has now been dramatically improved. It now supports GIFs and is a lot more faster on higher end devices. So, you know, swiping between pictures works great. And yes, and like I said, GIF support for devices with 1 GB of RAM or higher. Fantastic. With this build, much like most builds you update to, you have to update all the apps via the Store app because they're not actually baked into the actual build itself. This is so Microsoft can bypass carriers and update apps without having to push an update via Windows Update, which usually takes a fair while to get out to phones, as carriers can be a bit of a pain in releasing updates for phones. I've already spoken about the UX improvements. That's really about it for this build, other than it being a lot more faster and a lot more nicer to use. I think that's pretty much it. So let's take a look here. This is the notification center. Well, it's pretty much the same. If we go into all settings, everything looks nice. Everything is working a lot faster, and I'm really pleased with the performance of this build. As a Windows Insider, do I recommend you update? I actually do recommend you update to this one. This one isn't as bad as the others. I did say I did not recommend the other two builds as they were still a bit iffy, but this one, although it does have its fair share of bugs, especially with the pin. Actually, I should read out the issues. There is a very rare situation where you will be unable to unlock your phone after entering your pin. And it keeps letting you type even though you've entered the pin correctly. If you hit this, leave the phone alone for 1 to 2 hours before trying to unlock again. The reason it's caused is TPM issues and stuff. So other than, I think that's the major issue in this build. But if you don't have a pin, I guess that's fine. Sometimes the pin keypad won't be shown after swiping to unlock either. The workaround is to swipe down to get the action center and try to open a notification or setting to invoke the pin keypad again. So yes, there are a few issues with the pin. It seems to be working fine for me. I say that now, I've probably jinxed it, but if we swipe up, I can do my pin. And it appears to work fine. This issue won't affect everybody, but just keep that in mind if you're planning to update to this build. There is an issue with pinning. So if you want to be completely safe and update to this build, just completely get rid of your pin before you update, because actually, I'll show you this now. If we go into the All Settings app and go down to lock screen, I have no idea how to remove my pin. Require sign in never, maybe? Let's see. Okay, yeah, so if you change it to never, it disappears, but let's do it every time. And that's pretty great. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye-bye.